One of my oldest memories goes back to 1995. I was 5 years old, even smaller than I was today. And I was in a night train, in a little bunk bed, in a night train to Germany. We were passing from Russia through Ukraine, Slovakia. Can't even remember all the names of these complicated countries. Directly to Germany. We were going there because Germany is a safe place. Germany is a warmer place than Siberia, where I was from. And yeah, we were going there. I was lying there in my little bed, all alone with my doll, with my parents around. I hear the people chattering. I could hear the sounds of rails. And I wasn't afraid because I knew things were going to change in a good way. So we arrived in this new country. And it quickly became our home. And my parents tried to settle down as well. They were trying to adapt. They were looking for jobs. But it's hard. It's hard when you don't speak the language. It's hard when your degree isn't accepted. It's just hard to arrive in a new place. And as a kid, if you grow up seeing your parents struggle, you always try to make it better. You want to impress them. You want them to make them proud. And you also want to... You actually just follow the example. You just follow the example. And so that's what I did. I tried to arrive here in Germany. I tried so hard. I started being on time. I started watching Tatort. I started eating sauerkraut, and I hated it. I'm wearing Birkenstocks just for fashionable reasons, I have to say. And there's like this other German thing. I don't know if you know, but Germany is the world champions in recycling. This is actually something we can be proud of. And back then, I was also trying hard to do some waste separation. At home, I was teaching everybody, like, this comes in this trash, this goes, and in school, same. I was teaching all the other kids, like, where to put the trash. I knew it. I had all figured it out. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed digging deeper into environmental issues because it was fun, it was interesting, and I also felt like I was part of it. I didn't start to wear Jack Wolfskin jackets, like I didn't start hiking in the nature or wearing them when I go to the local organic shop, like what usually people do, but I was interested about it. And the more I tried to find out what actually is environmental issues and why do people care about it, I actually have fallen in love with the subject itself. I realized that why Germans care so much about it. It's because we need it. We can't not care about it because nature, environmental issues, sustainability, all these subjects are the key to our future. These are the things we have to care now about so there's still a future tomorrow. And the moment I realized that, I actually really started caring about recycling. It wasn't just a thing to impress other people how much I've integrated or assimilated. It became something I actually cared about. So weird to care about waste now that I think about it. But so I started to inform myself, and I tried to be the Uber German, not the Uber like the company, like Uber German, I thought, okay, if I don't recycle, if I pre-cycle, if I avoid one-way packaging, I therefore avoid waste. So in the end, there isn't any waste produced. I thought I'd be like super clever. So I was figuring out how to do it. I wanted to live without waste, and I was planning all ahead. And then I quickly realized I couldn't. Everywhere we go, in every supermarket, in every drugstore, everything is packed in plastic once, twice. You want to buy some produce, you want to buy some vegetables, it's packed in plastics. Even bananas. I mean, come on. Why do we need bananas? Need another plastic packaging. And then cosmetics, same thing. You want to buy a cream, then you have this cream, it's packed in plastic, there's microplastics in it, and it's just so there, and you can't avoid it. And I got sick of it. I didn't want to use plastic, because do you know what plastic actually consists of? Plastic is fossil oil. Plastic is water, drinkable water. It needs a lot of energy to produce plastic. And then we use it like real quickly and it ends up in the trash. They think, oh, well, no problem. We have a good recyclable management system here in Germany. Again, world champions. But the problem is only 20% actually gets recycled the way that we can use it again. The rest is it's getting burned, it's getting downcycled or shipped away. And what happens? It ends up in the oceans. You've probably all heard about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in the Pacific Ocean. It's like a huge island made of trash. And that sounds wrong, right? Why is that trash in the oceans? So the best way actually is not to recycle it, but just to avoid it, just right from the beginning. And this is what I wanted to do. And this is what I couldn't do. Do you know what I did? I opened up a supermarket. 4.5 years ago, I wrote a business plan about an idea I had. I wanted to just think about it. What would it be possible if, theoretically, I open up a shop without one-way packaging? So we wrote this business plan, and we wanted to start this company. And again, usually when you're young and foolish, you just don't have money. I didn't have any money. And I wanted to have money. I wanted to open the shop. I wanted to see this idea become real. So we started crowdfunding. We needed 25,000 euros to get started. And we got 25,000 euros within a day. Because people all over Germany liked the idea so much. They felt probably just like I did, like they wanted a change. They wanted an alternative. They wanted to see something change, and they wanted to send the retail and the economy a message. This is how we want things to be dealt with. Deal with it. So yeah, they supported us. In the end, we had more than 100,000 euros, and we were able to open up that shop. In 2014, we opened the shop in Berlin-Kreuzberg at Görlitzer Park, where you usually buy also unpackaged stuff. So yeah, we also sell unpackaged stuff, but the legal ones, and we opened up back then with 350 products. Now, until today, 2.5 years later, we have more than 600 products. Actually, you probably want to see pictures, right? So this is the shop from the outside. We have pastries, we have produce, we have bulk, we have pasta, cereals, nuts, sweets, basically everything you need on a daily basis. As I said before, produce, all kinds of other stuff, oils, spices, teas, tofu from the tofu tussis, which in English is translated tofu bitches. I love that tofu, so good, so fresh, the best. And then we have a cosmetics corner, which I really adore because it shows you don't need to have plastic, you don't need to have microplastic and it doesn't even have to be expensive, because if you buy in bulk, you can actually save money after all. So yeah, that's the shop. This is the kind of products we offer. It works like that. You bring your own container, you weigh it empty, you fill it up with as much as you need, you go to the cashier, you pay, and you're excited about how you not spend so much money as you expected. No, I'm not trying to make an advertisement, but that usually people think if something is good, if something is organic, it has to be expensive. But it hasn't. Because sometimes good things work differently. So it sounds amazing, right? There was actually one problem. People came into our shop, they loved it, they took pictures, they posted it online, they shook our hands, and they were amazed and said, "You're doing a good job." And then they left again without buying anything and went on with their lives. And I was feeling like a museum of, I don't know, unpackaged food. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. I wanted to build a sustainable business, something which can survive and something which also quite has a change, but therefore we have to survive as a business. So it took us actually a long, long time until we were profitable and until customers came regularly, bought all the groceries there and did it the way we wanted them to do it. Actually, we have one customer. She was there from the first day on, and back then she was pregnant. And now her little baby son is running through the shop and throwing away all the glasses and destroying the whole shop. But it's amazing. It's like we saw him grow up, and she's one of the many loyal customers we have who make it possible to survive as a small business. So that's the story of a shop, but that's not the end of my story. So yeah, we made it work after all. And sometimes I really stand there and I'm wondering how a little girl like me who had actually no idea what she was doing, again, open up actually a real shop. So it all started with me just wanting to have an alternative. I wanted to live without waste. I wanted to have a shop. So then came the shop. And what happened next was actually quite surprising. This is something I wasn't expecting. This is something what every business owner hates. Somebody comes along and starts copying you. And in the beginning, it was hard to deal with. And then I actually realized this is the best thing what could ever have happened to us. Because this is the moment where the movement started rolling. This is the moment where people not only started to say, oh, it's a good thing, but actually could live and shop zero waste in their own hometown. So there opened up a lot of zero waste shops, not only over Germany, but all over the world. We still get emails from people saying, oh, cool, I've been to a shop, I heard it, I liked it, I opened up my own. It's like, okay, cool, interesting. And it's amazing. And we help these people also we gave workshops. We now give an online workshop where we teach them how to open up your own zero waste shop. So wherever you're from, wherever you're listening, if you Google your hometown and type in zero waste or package-free store, you might actually find one already there. So just do it and try it and support this local shop. Okay, so what happened next? We have a girl, we have one shop, we have many shops. Then we have a big chain, so actually seeing, oh, there's something going on. There's people are making money. We want that part too. So the big chains realizing people want something different. They're realizing people ask for a change. So big chains like Bulk Barn in Canada, for example, very big, huge supermarket chain started to offer not bulk only, but they encouraged their customers to bring their own containers. They told them, bring your own containers, fill them up, we're fine with it. That's new, that's cool, we're hip, we're so ecological. I know it usually sounds like greenwashing, but I really appreciate the big companies trying to make the step, because this is what we wanted. This is just what I wanted from the whole beginning on. And also other chains, especially also here in Germany, we don't have bulk here, but it's starting to become a thing. So what happened next? We have the chains. We have what happens next? So now that we have the shops, we have a movement as well. The people who, just like me, who are consumers, who just want to live without waste, who want to live according to their conscience. And these people are part of a zero waste movement. You can check it out on Instagram, I guess. There's like Bea Johnson, she's a mother of zero waste. Lauren Singer, she's like the princess of zero waste. There's these amazing people, many, who try to live zero waste and write about it and inspire others as well. So I try to live like that as well. I try to avoid plastic. And it's even so far, if you've ever been out with me, you know it, even when I'm drunk after my first gin tonic, I'm standing at the bar like, one more please, but no straw please. And then usually people just wonder like, why? It's like just a little piece of plastic. Why do you care so much about this little piece of plastic? And I tell them it's because it starts a conversation. So many months ago, I've been to this one place in Kreuzberg, and I met a girl at the bar, and again, I was ordering no straw, please, and we started talking. And she was very cute, so I told her why I tried to avoid plastic. I told her the long story since we had time. And it was a nice conversation because she didn't care about sustainability. We had nothing in common, but she was just curious, so we were talking. And then we parted. Fast forward, months passed by. I meet this girl again, and she's super excited. She's so thrilled to see me. She's like, Milena, oh my God, I have to tell you so many things. So I stopped using coffee one-way paper mugs. No more coffee to-go mugs for me. I have now my reusable. It looks so fresh. Okay, cool. Then she keeps going, actually. She's like, oh, I stopped using the plastic bags from the supermarket, the one for the produce, because I don't need them, actually. I just found out I don't need them. And she was so excited to tell me, and she was so proud of herself. It was amazing. There was just one conversation, one straw, which I said no to, which led to a girl thinking about stuff which she hasn't done before. And who knows whom she has inspired while saying no to a mug or saying no to a plastic bag. So if we now go back 22 years ago, it's the year 1995. I am 5 years old, and I would have never thought this would be my journey. I would have never thought that us coming to Germany and me trying to adapt and becoming part of this culture would actually lead to me feeling for environmental things. And now I'm 27. Now I founded actually 2 successful companies, and I've been doing a lot. I've been working a lot. And still it doesn't feel like enough. Still it feels like global warming is still happening. Climate change is still moving on, and it feels like it's not getting better, it's actually getting worse. And I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I have to change something. Although I'm doing already a lot. And this is actually when I'm realizing it's it's not only the Germans who care about environmental issues. It's happening all over the world right now, because this is an issue which is all important to us. When I have these thoughts, when I think this is all too much, when I'm paralyzed, when I'm lying in bed and can't get out of it, when I realize it's just getting too much, I don't even know where to start. Should I stop flying? Should I stop eating meat? Should I stop using cars, bikes? Can I even breathe? Can I have children one day? All these questions, because I know this is actually what makes climate change. I would have to change everything to stop climate change right now, not only me, but all of the people. And that destroys me because it's just too much. And I feel like maybe I shouldn't do anything at all. I mean, I can't change anything. So when I get into all of these complicated thoughts, there's one way to get out of it, and there's one way to get actually started. I have to realize that it always takes just one little change, one little step to get going. So for me, this one little step was caring about the environment, reading up on recycling, trying to avoid waste, opening up my shop. Many more shops opened up. Shops inspired more chains to offer bulk wear, and these inspired other people to shop and live zero waste as well. So seeing that a little thing actually had quite a chain reaction is amazing. If you think about big companies, which are now very, very big and important today, you have to remember that all of these companies once started out as a small business. Every big personality, every big famous entrepreneur, politician, whoever, started out as a kid. And every big idea, every movement, started out with a thought, with a sentence, with the people talking about it. So what I'm trying to say is just let a small thing not stop you from achieving big things. Not only today, not only tomorrow, but just in general. Thank you.